Since we are talking about IELTS speaking part one, there are some techniques that I would recommend that you should do. Number one is I want you to speak slow, like in slow speed. It will be very helpful for you, and you have good control on your sentences. Second, like I told you before, use intonation, like stress on words. It will give you some time to focus on the next idea. Instead of you can use fillers like what I mean is actually, but these kind of fillers that can also help you to connect your sentences together. So try not to break your sentences in the middle a lot. Try not to stop in the middle of your sentences. All right, if you want to stop, first complete your entire sentence and then take a pause and then speak again, but do not stop in the middle of the sentence. All right, try.
Okay. Let's talk about where you live.
I live in Karachi. It's my birthplace. Because my family and siblings also live here. That's why I like this place more. And this is the place of lively people. That's why I like this place very much.
Okay.
And
What do you like most about your hometown?
the people who live here are very much lively. And my siblings and parents live here. This is the main reason I like about my hometown. And that's
Okay.
it.
Is your hometown a popular place for tourists to visit? Why?
Mm, I don't think so. It's a place for tourists. Basically, Karachi is for like uh, uh,
All right, yeah, फंस गए, stuck.
yeah.
All right, Fayaz, once she's stuck, you can jump to the next question, no problem.
Okay. Has your hometown changed much in recent years?
Some of the areas of Karachi have been developed, but I mean, old cities are getting low day by day. This is because of their lack of concentration of the government.
Okay. Now let's talk about writing. What different types of writing do you do? For example, letter, emails, reports, or essay.
Um, it depends on the situation. Mostly I write essays because as I am a mother, I have to help my kids, help out my kids in writing in their homework as well. So mostly I write essays,
Okay.
and I
Do
do.
you prefer writing? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you prefer writing with a pen or using a computer? Why?
I prefer pen because I think pen while you're writing with a pen, it gives you can have more ideas and you feel more comfortable. And I feel more comfortable writing with a pen instead of a computer.
Okay. Do you write more now or less than you did a few years ago?
Uh, less less than few years ago. I don't write
You
as
have to
much
give the reason.
because
You have to give the reason.
lack of time and situation.
Okay. Do you like to write stories or poem?
I like to write poems, but I used to write poems because it gives me pleasure because I like poetry so much. That's why I used to
Okay.
write
Let's talk
poems.
about music. How often do you listen to music?
It depends on my mood. Mostly when I'm traveling in the car. In the car, I must listen to the music.
Okay. Do you prefer to buy CDs or download music from the internet?
I would like to download music from the internet because there is no need to buy CDs if you have like facility available of internet. Then I don't think there is a need to buy CDs.
Okay. Do you always like the same kind of music?
Uh, when few years back, when I was in my teenage, I used to like pop music and this kind of music, but now I like Sufi music because uh, more than music, the words matter, and it goes in your depth of heart. That's why I like Sufi music, Sufi kind of music.
Okay. Is there a musical instrument do you would like to learn to play?
Yes, sure. I always wanted to learn to play guitar because I am a Montessorian and it's my job to sing and play with the little kids. So I always wanted to to learn to play guitar so that I can give more joy to the students.
Okay.
All right, it's a nice answer. That's great, but some minor mistakes. I feel like you're getting out of ideas because you are not speaking a lot in your home. Because maybe you're out of practice. That is why whenever you speak, you're stuck between your ideas. Like what should I say or how should I respond? So I would suggest
Mhm.
if you want to overcome that problem, try to record your voice, or I would suggest that you can take that conversation class that was happening. You can join that class more often, and that will also help you to speak better. But the best thing is recording your voice, because once you record your voice, once you select a topic and then speak, and then you record your voice and then you check your mistakes, that will help you to overcome your speaking, your fear of speaking. That will help you to analyze your own mistakes. That will boost your speaking skills. So that is the best example, you can say, technique that I can recommend to you right now, that every day try to record your voice. It will be very helpful for you. Or you can think in English as well. Think in English means like sit somewhere in a peaceful place and just make sentences in your brain. Give yourself a topic and then make sentences in your brain. Like if you're giving yourself a topic about weather, you can, or you're making sentences in your brain like the weather is very lovely, but I do not like hot weather, I like cold weather. So just make
Mm,
sentence in your brain. That will be very effective as well. It will
yeah.
help you to enhance your fluency. It will help you to speak better, and you will not be struggling about ideas. It will be, you could be a very fluent and very quick speaker. So two techniques:
Yes.
record your voice, and think in English, like make sentences in your brain. All right, Fayaz, your turn. Sana, I want you to ask these questions from Fayaz.
Okay, Fayaz, ready? Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, now let's talk about your hometown. Where do you live?
Yeah. Well, I live in Karachi. It's the biggest city of Pakistan mm, in terms of population. And Karachi is situated in the north of Pacific Ocean and south of Asia.
Hmm. Next question. I think Sana ka internet
Makes
focus
it
issue
unique
hai.
among all cities of Pakistan.
Is it a
Mm-hmm.
popular place for tourists to visit? Why?
Not really. It's not really a place to visit for the tourists to visit because it's a business hub. And for the tourism, the northern Pakistan is best, and we the Karachi also prefer to go in northern areas. But for the some peoples like interior Sindh and some other come here to visit the coastal areas because Karachi is only one city who has this blessing.
All right. Has your hometown changed much in recent years?
I really appreciate the Sindh government to change the Karachi in recent years because before 5 to 10 years back, if we go in back 10 to 5 years back, Karachi is very different, and now the infrastructure of Karachi is really different. There are very wide roads, shopping malls, and the traffic rules are really good as compared to the past. So the infrastructure of Karachi is really good as compared to 10 or 5 years back.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about writing. What different type of writing do you do? Like, for example, letters, emails, reports, or essays?
I write letters to my sister because she is out of town. Yeah, it's a modern generation, but we really like our ancestor means of communication. So I really love to write letter to my sister.
Okay. Do you prefer writing with a pen or using a computer?
Well, as the world is getting more advanced day by day, so I really prefer to write with computer or keyboard because it took less effort, and I can write. My typing speed is very fast, so I can easily write hundreds and thousands of words in just minor time. But with pen, it makes me some pain in my palm, so I don't really use pen.
Okay. Do you write more? Do you write more now or less than you did a few years ago?
Well, when I was in student life, I really used to write essays and some blogs on topics. But now it's been a year. I really write less because I don't have time. I don't have much time. I have lots of jobs to do, like home and offices. So I don't really have time to write something. But yeah, I type most of the things like emails and etc. in office and home as well.
All right. Do you like to write stories or poems?
I'm kind of an imaginative person, so I really love to write stories and create some scenes, and that are mesmerizing, like the suns and the moons and the stars. So I really love to write stories in spite of poems.
All right. Now let's talk about music. How often do you listen to music?
Uh, I I really listen to music because the all songs are in my phone whenever I get bored or whenever I get time. I just plug in my hand freeze and start listening music. So that's my daily routine.
Okay. Do you prefer to buy CDs or download music from the internet?
Well, buying CDs are getting old stuff. These days, all people are going to download songs. Each and every latest songs are available on internet. So one can easily be download from the internet. There's no need to go in the shop and buy CDs and then listen the song. It took so much effort. You just go on the internet, download the song, and just enjoy.
Right. Have you liked have you always liked the same kind of music?
No, it's depend on my mood. Sometime I really like to listen to soft, lyrical, sad songs, but sometime when I feel energetic, I used to listen pop songs like Michael Jackson and Sad Lamberjanet. So it's depend on my mood. What kind of music I want to listen. But at the night when I go for the bed, I listen for Sufi music, but in the morning time or in some parties I really like to listen hip hop, so it's on my mood.
Okay. Is there a musical instrument you would like to learn to play?
There are so many instruments, like I used to learn piano, and I want to learn guitar because guitar gives the personality of a person. Like whenever I see a person on stage holding a guitar and playing it, it feels so much cool, and I really attract towards the person learn who you who know how to play guitar. So that's why I want to play guitar.
Right.
All right,
It's
is good. आपने अच्छा बोला, amazing. फयाज, you are improving a lot. पहले से आप बहुत better बोल रहे हो. That is good. But आई थिंक आपका जो है थोड़ा सा हम ग्रामर को वेलकम करें. अगर आप थोड़ा सा अपनी ग्रामर रेंज को बढ़ा दो, बेहतर कर दो, तो आप एक अच्छे स्पीकर बन सकते हो. आपकी फ्लुएंसी पहले से बेहतर है. बट नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, आई हैव some questions that I want to share with you. Hold on. Let me read it for you. Today, the topic is friends, and there are some questions that we are going to study, that we are going to discuss. Question number one: do you have many friends? Question number two: how often do you go out with friends? Question number three: tell me about your best friends at school. Question number four: how friendly are you with your neighbors? Question number five: which is more important to you, friends or family? That's a tricky question, by the way. All right. So there is question number 1. Let me zoom it a bit. There you go. So how do you have many friends? Why and why not? Now observe the answer. The answer is I have more than 10 friends, and I am not sure if I should say this. I should say this is many. However, I had more than 30 friends in my school life, in my school days. With the passage of time, the number plumbed. If I count my Facebook friends as real friends, then the number would go high. So how beautifully the person has answered the question. You see, first of all, the use of however. They use however to talk about negative sentence. Like when you get like I have 10 friends. However, I had 30 friends when I was in school. So they are connecting two sentences together by using however. We call it linking words, like however, although, on the other hand, moreover, furthermore, and these kind of linking words will be very effective for you. Try to use that while you are jumping from one idea to another idea. Here's the one idea: I have more than 10 friends. One idea. Second idea: I had more than 30 friends in my school days. This is the second idea. This is about present, and the second is about past. And the person is using however to connect present and past together. So the however is a replacement of but. So try to use connectors like that whenever you're jumping from one idea to second idea. That will be extremely helpful for you. Second is, in the entire sentence, she used one vocabulary which was, I would say, better and uncommon, which was quite rare that we don't use in our practical life, which is much better. An uncommon vocabulary, which is plumbed. Instead of number increased, she used the word plumbed. So that's also a good thing. Like in the entire conversation, in the entire answer, try to use at least one vocabulary which is uncommon. Which is you can say, in your opinion, which is a little bit advanced or which is a little bit uncommon. Try to use at least one word that will extend your bends in terms of speaking. So how about I want you to focus on this sentence and read this answer, and then try to make your own answer by using the same idea. Can you do that?
Okay.
Perfect. Who's first? Okay, read first and then try to speak. The Copy the same idea, and if you want to copy 2 or 3 words, you can also do that. But try to add your own words as well and then speak. Don't copy the exact answer. Copy something from the answer and then mix something from your own and then mix them up and then speak. Take your time and then speak. No problem.